I mean, I don't know, like he left the island, to celebrate his birthday and he's back. So I want to wish him a happy belated birthday earlier in the week. I think he shares the same birthday with Demar Gray and Elaine Thompson. So good company on that day. He turned 21, so I don't know how true that is, but forever young. But big up on the birthday earlier in the week.
Yes, I had a good one this week, and well, the entire week, I should say. It was a good one.
And it's continuing.
Yes, we're gonna continue on into the weekend. We'll finish it off on Monday.
All right. Well,
yes, a lot of things.
What's the lineup for today, dear?
Well, we're hoping to reach just Judah Star. The Judah Star.
CSC silver medalist, Ashley Mckenzie.
Also, Commonwealth, he won the title in Birmingham last year. Commonwealth Games. Well known in the field. He represented England last year, now representing Jamaica. So we're hoping to reach him in maybe the next 5 to 10 minutes.
Hopefully we can get you to him. He's slated to come on the show, but show must go on. We never get you to him, right? But we'd like to hear from him and his experience and high level. As a judoka.
And even the transition from representing England to now representing Jamaica.
Yeah, black, green, and gold.
We know the CSC Games is currently still on now.
Yeah.
And we see a couple of our table tennis Caribbean stars doing well. See Shamar.
Went to quarterfinals.
Yes, the quarterfinals in the men's singles.
Yeah.
So representing for the English speaking Caribbean in table tennis. Shamar Britain doing good things after qualifying for also the Pan Am Games. That was last weekend. Yeah. So it's from tour to tour.
Keep playing and keep improving. And we're keeping track of his improvement along with the other English-speaking Caribbean, because we have a tight-knit with the English-speaking Caribbean when it comes down to table tennis. So we always have eyes on all those tournaments going on. But my hot take for the week is the Reggae Boyz.
Yes.
I mean, I predicted a 2-1 win for us against USA. That didn't matriculate. We had a 1-1 draw.
Yes.
I mean, for me, we should have gone up 2-0. We haven't been able to botch the penalty and the rebound, but overall it was a good performance, so to say. And then playing Trinidad, our arch rivals in the Caribbean, and to me, dominating the game from start to finish.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah. We missed some clear-cut chances in the game where I think we could have killed off the game earlier, but even so, first half, dominant performance, and it followed through. So we have St. Kitts tomorrow to beat. Hopefully we can get a good scoreline and top the group, but even so, we should be through to the group tomorrow. Because we're favoured to beat the likes of St. Kitts, who USA beat 6-0 and Trinidad beat as well. So on paper, we're slated to get the W and go through. Hopefully we can top the group and Trinidad beat USA and knock out USA. But our fate is in our own hands, which is good. But overall, I think it's been a good Gold Cup so far, and I mean, I think we can be winners.
Okay, so you saw improvement from this Gold Cup team, the Reggae Boyz. What's your thoughts on the overall? You saw some improvement. You think the coach has?
Well, with the matches that we played, because this is his first victory, Coach Halgrimson for the Reggae Boyz. But even so, I think the matches that he played before, which were drew and lost, kind of feeling out the team and not feeling the strongest team. But with this tournament, I think him feel the best team available to him.
Yes.
Because some players not there like young Omar Hutchinson. But even so, with the squad that is there,
so it's a better brand of football.
It's still lacking, but I see we're on the right path going forward. We're moving forward. Because even in every department, I'm impressed with young Latibody here. I think he's 23 years old in the middle of the park. So we have a defensive midfielder to me, which is potent. So I mean, the around the back is error prone, but he's tenacious, plays his heart, and he's going to give you a full 100. He can improve, but Andre Blake, top goalkeeper, captain, leading from back. But to me, the team has unity. So once there's unity, I can see where they can grow from strength to strength. Even I saw a video clip with them singing John Legend's song. That just shows camaraderie
Yeah,
within the team, and everybody's there. So it's not like in a team setting, you know, some people part, some people part over there. So, but it just seems like
there's a unity within the team.
And it's a good mix of young players with experienced players.
Yes.
And I mean, you know, we have a big up Whisper, who is now the youngest goal scorer ever at the
senior level.
At the Gold Cup.
The Gold Cup?
Yeah, so he's 17-year-old. He's the youngest goal scorer ever in the Gold Cup. 17, coming on and scoring in the 92nd minute with a deflected shot, but it was going on target. But even so, with him playing, apart from the goal, you can see where he's not a youngster. He's playing at that level, and he has a lot to improve on.
You can see the confidence.
Being at that level at age 17, the sky is the limit, and he's only improving. But the whole team, we have to break it down and up front.
As a football man, I want to actually. You think Leon Bailey, based on the coach formation, you think Leon Bailey is playing out of his position?
I don't think so.
You don't think so? He's not playing like a winger.
He's playing in and out. Sometimes he's on the wing. Sometimes he cut and get chances. Him score a goal. Got an assist.
Yeah. But is he looking impressive?
No, he's not looking impressive. I want to do the positives first before I go.
Okay.
Let's give you the positive, because to me, Leon Bailey is yet to produce that form that we've seen him play in Europe, from Bayer Leverkusen, Genk days to now where he's at Aston Villa, where he has matches where you can say, yo, this kid is talented and can play. He's no longer a kid, he's a big man. But in the Jamaica colours, I don't see where that reciprocated.
Yes.
I still think he hasn't shown up in the Reggae Boyz colours yet, but he's not one short on skill and talent. But I don't know. Produce it for Jamaica. I'm sure he's going to play. He's going to play tomorrow. He's going to play World Cup qualifiers. He is going to play. So we want him to improve on him. I don't know. He needs to step up.
Yes.
But Mckenzie, superb. Playing hard. I mean, dropping deep, coming for the ball, not getting the goals, but even making assists. So he's sacrificing.
Playmaking. He's
playmaking.
Yeah.
Coming deep.
Yeah.
Demar Gray. I mean, scored on his 27th birthday. It was early in the week, June 28th again.
Yeah.
And he's playing these 2 caps, and his first 2 games for Jamaica is like, yo, this is where was he all this time? We need a baller like this. So going forward, Mckenzie, Demar Gray up top.
What about
Bobby Reid and Leon Bailey?
Yes.
Oh, jeez. And you know them are going to play. I think Bobby Reid and Leon Bailey.
I'm wondering about Bobby Reid, though, you know?
I think he's the one playing out the position.
Bobby Reid.
Yeah. I think he needs to be the playmaker in the team. Seeing that we're short on playmaker, but that's not really his style of play. But if he's going to be out there, I think he has to be the one where he links up between the defensive midfield
and the attacker.
Comes to the ball, get the ball, and try to distribute to Whiteley and Bailey, Demar Gray, or Mckenzie up front. Mckenzie, to me, is dropping deep, coming for the ball, where it's good, so you can play in and out, but Bobby Reid, to me, is last on the pitch. And then when he gets his chances, he's watching them. But you know, he can score brilliant goals, and that's what we're hoping for. But even so, if you don't score, you still have to sacrifice for the team. And I think he is the one that needs to be more involved in the playmaking aspect of the game. Link up between the defensive midfielders and the forward line. Liam Bailey not going to give it that. Demar Gray working hard. That's Demar Gray tracking back, making tackles. But Lambert and Latimer there, to me, playing good in that 2 holding spot in the middle of the park. And I need somebody to come for the ball. Mckenzie come for the ball. Demar Gray. I think Bobby Reid need more link-up play. So the speed players out wide, Demar Gray, Liam Bailey.
Yeah.
Can run in between the lines up more. So.
Well, Peter, you said the coach should stay, right?
Well,
for now.
I mean, last week O'Neill was on the show.
Yes.
O'Neill called for Coach Almonson as well. Peter called for Coach Almonson. I said, give it time.
No, I have a lot of faith in this coach still. No, his first 2 interviews, you could say that this man know what he's talking about. This man know what he wants to do, and just give him some time. I think he'll work out the squad. You know, he'll get a squad so he can work with from now until the qualifiers, because that's the main objective, is to get to the World Cup and perform well at the World Cup.
Not just qualify for the World Cup.
Because
we have players that play in top leagues all over the world, and we have young crop coming up. We have a young crop coming up,
and I want to see Whisper get more time. I think he's
everybody was questioning should play under 20s first, under 23.
No.
That theory is rubbish right now.
Yeah.
Nobody's saying that right now. Everybody's saying that they can play.
I want to see him get more. I want to see him get more time.
Kids, hopefully we have a strong enough first half.
Yes.
Because we have to get the point. So go out strong. Put him on, make him play the whole second half.
And I think this youth is a real goal scorer.
Yeah.
I think this youth is a natural goal scorer.
He's 17.
Yeah, man. Natural goal scorer.
But as we said, the future is bright. Even young Dexter Lembiskia, playing wing back, left back. I think he's one for the future. He made a mistake in the USA match.
Yeah.
A cast a goal, but even so, I think he has room for improvement. But he's 19 and he's playing good. As I said, we have a young crop coming up where
I think
next year
we have a good squad. I just said one thing. I think we just need that midfielder.
Yeah. And even improvement on the wing backs. I think we're defensively.
So Brown.
Yeah. Javian Brown needs to improve as well.
Yeah.
They didn't carry Greg lay the strip, but he played good last qualifiers.
Oh, Greg is a good baller. Man.
Yeah.
He's a good baller. I don't know why they didn't bring him into this squad, but good baller.
Yeah. But I say Latibody is 23. Kaim Paris is 23. He's not in the squad. He's a playmaker that hopefully can feature for Jamaica later on in the squad. Centre back Deshaun Bernard that played made his debut for Jamaica in the Trinidad match. He's only 22 and he played centre back. Yeah. So mixed with Damien Lowe and Ethan Pinnock, didn't make it. The trip, he's in the squad, but his wife has some health complications, so he had to stay with her. But he is a potent footballer as well.
Okay, so
Mariapa is elder in the team. So you have a good crop. Andre Blake.
All right.
We have a big goalkeeper. We have strong, fast centre backs.
So we can win this Gold Cup then?
Well, I think we can definitely go far. I think if we put it together and...
I think this squad can win the Gold Cup.
Yeah.
I think this squad
especially with a more weakened USA team.
Mm-hmm. I think this squad can win it, man. And
Liam Bailey scoring that penalty going up two of different ball game. I think
that was questionable for me. Why wasn't the man who was that take the penalties? You know what I mean?
Afterthought, but missing even the rebound. But he bounced back after that. But I would have given my striker the penalty.
Of course.
When we get past Peter said only we can score his penalty. So when we get more penalty, I guess who will get the penalty.
Yeah, better miss it now than later on in the tournament still. So I guess that's just one of those things. So
but the squad is a deep squad to me.
Yeah, man, we're supposed to. I think we can.
We have other players to come in, as I said. Omari Hutchinson. Richard King is a strong centre back. He's 21.
And I think Peter Baller is definitely out on this team. I don't think he will get another opportunity. Apparently, they had some conflict within the team with him, both him and Blake. And as you said, this team looked more united.
Imagine a Ravel Morrison with this team.
Tell the story. We don't know the story. Why is Ravel not in the team?
No.
It is more alleged that
we
don't know the full story.
But you know that they had some conflict. With
more division in the team.
Yes.
Some set a man part, some set a man.
Yes.
Someone, take train like someone feeds them on you. So when you have egos in a top squad like that, and you're a big ball, you don't have stuff like that. But I think that once you get over that and sacrifice the team, everybody go out there and play.
So you think a Ravel will suit this kind of?
Of course. Imagine Ravel
playing for Bobby Reid. Doing so much work back in the defensive
Ravel
area.
Playing for Bobby Reid. I have Demar Gray out wide, Liam Bailey out wide, Mckenzie up front with the two holding midfielders you have now, Joe Latibody and Lambert. Ravel picking up passes.
You're probably right.
But I think Kaim Paris could do it. Lamar Jackson could probably. Junior Fleming.
Kane, come on. Come on. You can't, Junior Fleming. No. Come on. Let's talk about the real baller them down one.
Junior Fleming is decent baller.
Decent, but we're talking about a real.
Yeah, Ravel is quality.
Of course.
Ravel is quality.
And I guess
I don't know if that's it for him with Jamaica, but one of the reasons even the coach says was he wasn't playing
enough league football.
Yeah, but most of these players leagues finish and they're not playing. So
yeah,
I think there's more to it, but
obviously,
I'm wondering if this is the end for Ravel.
You mentioned Ravel. Let us mention
going 30.
Another JC outstanding baller, Maggie. I think what's happening with Maggie? You know, he's another creative midfielder that we have with good touch, can kick the ball, can do anything on the field. So I was wondering,
we have options to choose from,
yeah,
and to put on the park. But once team, whoever comes in or whoever goes, once they play with
unity. How many of these guys are actual Jamaicans, though?
What do you call an actual Jamaican?
I'm somebody who born here and
you have to born into the
well, I'm just saying, how many of these guys on the field? We know Damien, though, obviously. Damien.
What does it matter?
No, it matters. You know, I was at a hockey match the other day, and they were talking about rugby. And the lady turned to me and said she play rugby. She will never go and watch a rugby match because it's pure foreigners representing the country. So she said she not support that. She'll never support any form of rugby event just for that reason. You know, people like to support people. So you're coming from the community. Say you come from and you met the national team. You know, the whole of your community come watch at the stadium.
That is true.
Yeah. So I was just.
There are some feel to it where it
have an impact. It have an impact.
And see heritage. Some of us.
Yeah. I want to see Maggie. I want to see a couple of my local stars.
What if I go abroad and elope, so to say, and have a child in the States, or wherever, Europe? I would want my child to represent Jamaica.
No.
I would want them to recognize as a Jamaican.
Yeah.
Suppose I live in Germany, and I'm a kid in Germany. And
I get you. I just want to see one of my local stars and up in the head. You know, that's all I'm saying.
But if that star is of the quality, then
I think Maggie is of quality.
Yeah. Liam Bailey spend more time abroad than Jamaica.
Yeah.
Well, I'll even get a break.
Liam Bailey. We all know Liam is our homegrown star. Yeah, homegrown star.
Well, Raheem Sterling born in Jamaica and play for England.
Yes.
So that's the flip side now.
Yes, I'm just saying still.
Aren't we proud of Raheem Sterling, although he's representing
obviously, and he's always here. You know,
once he get a break,
he's always
in
here.
The streets.
Oh, he's a Jamaican, born here,
as a Peter in the supermarket, you know. Come over and shake Peter hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One top man to another top man.
Level. Yeah, but I mean, but we have the mix of
we have a mix.
Foreign based I would look as we have
Nicholson, how is he looking to which league is he playing in? Belgium?
Russia.
No.
It's Russia, right?
Russia, yeah.
Russia.
He moved from Belgium to Russia. Did good his first season.
So we have a couple of. So where is Maggie now?
I think Maggie is somewhere in Europe. I think Slovenia. I have to
one of those countries. I'm wondering sometime when them go to some of these countries, they get lost in the system.
Yeah, really. Keep track of it. They keep track and they want to play.
It's a ball I would love to see come back though. I'd love to see him get another. I thought the last time they had some disagreement in the team in terms of him being lazy or whatever. The case is.
But once the attitude isn't right, I don't think he should be in the team.
Yeah, I agree.
We're not sure if that is the case, but
I agree. I would love to see him though. But anyway,
he's playing in USL Championship for Colorado Springs. Switchbacks. So he's currently in the. I think that's it. I think it's his second division.
In the States.
Yeah. And I think he has quality to play in the top division in the States, but
you know,
he's 23.
You have to have good agents sometimes, you know, the agent
and land in the right place and
man.
Where you're comfortable, because you can go somewhere where the coach might not be playing or you have a disagreement with the captain and something, but once you're in a right mix and you're happy and then you let it throw through your work, because it's work for them.
Yeah, man.
And they love what they do, they're only going to shine. But from high school days coming up, he has quality. And we need a playmaker in the team. So we can look to Maggie, we can look to Ravel. But going forward, we see where we need to improve.
Yeah.
On the wing backs, and we need a playmaker. I think we have solid centre backs. We have a big goalkeeper. I think Ajay Blake can keep even in the English Premier League.
Of course.
I think he's that good. Mikel Antonio, it speaks for itself. Winning
the senior man on the team now.
Yeah, winning the Europa Conference League with West Ham, and top striker for years. Year after year, he's producing. As I said, Leon Bailey needs to step up. Bobby Reid needs to step up because they have quality. We know Peter not really fancy Bobby Reid still. Right. He will give him take on that later on in the show.
All right, so we're looking forward to the match tomorrow.
Which you should. I predict the score for tomorrow.
I said maybe a 5 love.
5 love.
5 love.
One thing I want to keep a clean sheet.
A clean sheet.
We need to keep. Because we should have keep a clean sheet against Trinidad, and for the mistake goal against USA, we could have keep a clean sheet. But I saw where USA were pressuring us, and I figured that we need that second goal because I just in the back of my mind I said USA will score, USA will score, USA will score. And if that second goal, got a second goal, it would be a cushion. And then, hey, I look like a prophet to tell us that 2-1. Oh, you watched the show last week? I told these guys. Yeah. Peter said we are get 4 love. And he said we are lose 2-1.
4 love?
Yeah. And I'm saying that we're beating USA because it's a second string USA team. But, I mean, USA is USA.
Yeah, they have a system.
Yeah, man.
All right, so we look forward to that. And we look forward to that tomorrow. Now, let us move on to a little cricket here. I just want everybody to know that the West Indies lost to Scotland.
This is news to me.
They lost to Zimbabwe. They're now out of the qualifiers. They can't qualify for the ODI World Cup this year. This is one of the biggest disappointments in cricket. West Indies not qualified. They lost to Zimbabwe.
No. I wonder if the viewers wondering if we're running
Netherlands.
To talk about if we're talking about the
West Indies cricket.
We're running out of things to talk about?
No.
I just want to highlight how West Indies has fallen off from the. I mean, I grew up.
When you lose to the Netherlands, when you lose to the Netherlands in cricket, you know you're not.
It's not like these teams are improving. I'm like, all right, they're on par now with the big boys. These teams are still getting drugged by the likes of India and Australia. These teams we used to battle with are still at the top of the sport and decimating the field whereby these minnows, and we are losing to these minnows. So what does that make us?
Yeah, well,
minnows.
We're supposed to beat Oman tomorrow. Not tomorrow. We have Oman and Sri Lanka left, but we can't qualify because only the top 2 will advance. Yeah.
You know when I come to play table tennis sometimes, and I'm like, oh boy. And I look on the field, I'm like, a bunch of light snaps. and I think that when people look on the West Indies now, they see it as a light snap. For the likes of what is happening with the West Indies?
What is happening with the West Indies?
We don't have talent. We don't have quality players.
No, the selectors is one of the problems.
Selectors.
As usual, the selectors.
So we're not feeling the right team.
I think so. They're not selecting the players that.
But even so, the players that are out there are cricketers.
Yes.
They play cricket.
The cricket is suffering. I think they have not gotten with the times. You know, they have not and then the youths are not playing enough cricket. Just like with every other sport. They're not investing enough time in the trade.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And on top of it, I don't think the system of coaching and development is good within the Caribbean. And I think we have gotten left behind. We have gotten
from the glory days to where we reach now. What do you think?
Why think change? Nothing don't change. That's the problem. That's what I keep saying. Is that I think that they kept.
I think
one thing changed in terms of the youths. Them now. They're not outdoor. They're not outside enough. Like back in the days, you know. So that's one thing that changed. But overall, I don't think the coaching system and the whole system. I think it's just the same thing. You know, the analyst, the whole thing within the program, I think it's just backwards. You know, when
I disagree. I'm going to give you the answer when I come on.
Yeah, but
you want to give me the answer.
Where are we? I mean, struggling, or not even struggling, losing to the likes of Netherlands and Scotland.
I don't think we're putting in enough work. I don't think the work.
So the players out there are just part-time cricketers?
They're not. They're cricketers, but I don't know if it's maybe the T20, the 2020 cricket.
We're focusing more on that.
And the money. I just.
But even so, that should make you want to play more and even get better. there's so much money in cricket now. Shouldn't we be producing
maybe
elite players to
maybe
to
one
get
day
the bag?
maybe
That's
one
it.
day and test cricket is
It's
outdated.
lucrative.
Maybe it's outdated
Cricket
in
is
their
lucrative.
mind.
Cricket pays,
I don't know, but
especially T20.
yeah, yes, it pays. But these
So if it pays, that means there should be a crop where I want to get better than you, and I want to get that contract, and I want to push up. So that should brew more superstars, more elite cricketers, because I mean, and West Indies is broad because you're Barbados, Trinidad, Guyana, Jamaica.
I think maybe the T20 kind of
Even so, cricket used to even be bigger in schools in Jamaica.
exactly. It's not as big as before.
But even so, remember the days where we used to get like in tours in West
But it's
Indies.
T20 cricket. That's maybe the problem. It's T20 cricket.
It is cricket. It is cricket.
Meaning in terms of the skill level and everything. Maybe T20 is to be blamed somewhat for
our demise, but other countries don't fall off. And it's not like we're in the top.
That's
We're
true.
top in T20 anyway.
That's true.
We're a good T20 team. I mean, in the past coming up, but why Australia is good in every format of the game? India is good in every format of the game. It's still cricket.
Maybe it's a structure. It's a structure in Australia.
I mean,
well, obviously it's a structure, but I just don't think that.
I remember when I was younger and I used to wake up to watch cricket.
Yeah.
And wake up, my grandfather say, wake me up, you know.
Yeah, man.
Even test match, you know.
Yeah.
Just to watch cricket, you know.
Yeah.
I used to watch cricket. No, this is news to me that we're losing our hands. I don't follow cricket. And I should because I have to come on the show and represent that. But honestly, I'm turned off from following and watching
and
cricket.
losing to Scotland.
And it's bad because I'm a Schwab and I need to keep up with the times.
Yeah.
But
We'll have to Kenya. We'll have to Kenya too, you know. Not this time around. Not this
in
time.
the past.
That's in this squad. Yeah, I'm telling you. Losing
West
to
Indies-
Zimbabwe, Netherlands, and Scotland.
That's correct.
Right? Those three teams.
Yes.
We lost to Scotland by 7 wickets.
We lost
I'm
to
saying
Kenya, I think, a year or two ago. Yeah.
So Scotland bowled us out for 181.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
So
And so we're playing Oman on Wednesday.
I think like our cricketers, I don't think they're technically. I don't think they're the fund. I don't think they have the fundamentals. That must be one of the problems with the cricket.
So probably coaching is a factor.
Of course, and that's just spending time developing your skill.
Yeah.
T20 is a yam licking thing. Well, it's not for some
But
countries.
it takes skill to do that as well.
Of course, it takes skills. It takes skills, Kane. But in terms of concentration and everything that you need for one day or a test match is a different level.
Yeah.
You just go out there and just swing your bat. You know, what I mean, you're trying to hit sixes at almost every time.
That's a skill.
No, that's a skill, but maybe not for one day or not for test cricket. You know, test cricket is real cricket.
Yeah.
You understand?
But it's not like we're losing test cricket and doing in the other formats. We're losing in every format.
Yeah,
That's correct.
we're world champion in
T20.
T20, so we're still kind of there in terms of T20, 2020 cricket. But the one day and the we're way behind.
So you think
We're out of the top 10.
you would bet West Indies to win a T20 World Cup, say if it keep
Of course.
later in the year?
Well, they will have a chance.
Well, what chance? But I wouldn't put my money on that.
No, really, not with the cricketers that we have now. I think they're somewhat trying to rebuild, and at the same time, they have some of the.
So you're saying
veterans.
T20 cricket, much of West Indies cricket?
I think so. I think it's a factor. It's not the main factor. I just think that they're not playing enough cricket within the Caribbean, and you can see it. Or even in Jamaica here, the kids don't go outside. Everybody's
So
all indoors.
The kids are even venturing in other sports.
Yeah, and even if they do play cricket, they're not spending that time.
Yeah, like how you said.
Like what you
I remember even lunchtime when I was in school,
Yeah,
on the playground, when it was cricket season,
it's all
everybody
cricket.
want to play cricket.
Yes,
No, the kids
every section of the field,
No.
every section of the field,
play cricket.
every section, a man set up something there. Somebody
you
set
go
up something.
school with cricket ball on the bag.
Yeah.
I'm in a cricket
And if we don't have a cricket ball, tennis ball we'll use. And
Okay,
sometimes we
I
stuff
play
box.
table tennis,
We
but
stuff the box.
you find myself out there at a ball spin, bowling chain.
Yeah.
I try to spin the ball and
Yeah.
a bat and you know,
They don't-
try technique, you know. cut and what that even so a lot of cricket was played more, but now on playground, no cricket.
There's no cricket. There's nothing really. No cricket. And even basketball used to do some playing anymore.
Or even in the classroom.
Yeah.
It's a stuff box as they say and try to play cricket.
Of course.
I guess that they say WhatsApp, you know.
Yeah. And when you're outside,
your WhatsApp.
It's clear WhatsApp.
But the other countries still doing good and they have WhatsApp. So WhatsApp
let me tell you something. It's just like what's his name? Nicola?
Jokic.
You know what Jokic said? I don't go on social media. Waste of time.
Yeah.
These guys live outside. In Europe, remember Europe?
Just to cut you guys, Ashley just landed in a plane. That's why he wasn't coming on. So he's going to try and log on now.
All right, no problem.
Ashley Mckenzie.
Yeah.
No problem.
Look out for it.
Yeah.
You remember that it's when you're used to something, you take it for granted. You don't really pay much attention to it. So some of these countries, they have technology that they're well, you know. But now with this WhatsApp and all of these things is controlling this side of the world. You know, they're addicted to social media. It's an addiction. Yeah. And I think that Europe has some of the Europeans and the Asian community, I guess they have implemented certain things within that side of the world to reduce the use of this thing here, the cell phone. Yeah. Right, in terms of screen time and all of that. So those kids out there, I can tell you that they're more outdoor than our kids here in the Caribbean.
Yeah.
If you don't go outside, kid, you cannot get coordination.
You cannot.
You can't learn balance. You can't learn certain.
Kids are less coordinated now.
Easily, and it's harder to teach them. It's difficult.
Yeah, because you're a coach and it should be difficult to get across.
Of course, it is difficult.
They're physically weaker.
Yes, obviously, because they sit down all day.
They have less coordination.
Yeah.
I don't think they even climb trees.
That's my point.
Jump fences.
That's my point.
I'm
not gonna pick no mango and everything.
I used to jump a couple fences.
Yeah.
Climb a couple trees.
Yeah. So it's a problem within the Caribbean. There's too many cars. You know, everywhere is car. Everybody sit down. They're sitting down for maybe 17 hours out of the day, probably even more. Out of the day, they barely even walk from point A to point B.
So that affects
a lot. Everything.
Motor skills are
and don't you think that, look at our Jamaica, our society here now in Jamaica. Everybody talking about talent. I think the talent is getting less and less within this country. Yeah. It's getting less. Yeah. It must be getting less.
Yeah. Definitely.
And we're getting more beasts and we're getting more lazy.
And they have accessibility to more features in sports because back then we can live stream a match and watch a table tennis match.
Yeah.
Like,
but then we have to wait to get a cassette and go video at the World Championship.
So, I mean, and it's like we're watching it like we're there, so we're even closer to seeing greatness unfold, but yet still it carries us further away from it.
Yes, exactly.
And we're more connected to it. It's more at our fingertips, but yet still
so far. Yeah. That's what I was
they're not
wondering.
grasping what they see now, even if they do watching, but
give me a peripheral vision.
Yeah.
If you don't go outside and you don't
analyze things, to structure things, to think outside the box.
Yeah, it's going to be difficult. It's going to be difficult. Wow. And the entire Caribbean region is facing the same problem. You know, when I go Ghana, it's the same thing. These kids are on their phones. You know, they are training, they're on their phones. You know what I mean? It's just straight phone.
They're training them for just take all phones and put in a box.
Yeah. But they go train for, they go back home, it's the same, right back to the same thing. And what they don't realize is also damaging your vision, your eyesight. You know, they stay up all night with the blue light.
They're probably watching TV, but they're probably not even watching.
Zombies, they turn into zombies.
They're probably watching something that is.
Yeah. So it's a problem that we have to solve. We have to fix that. I guess time will tell because we are young. Well, Jamaica is a young country. Maybe some of the Caribbean young in terms of independence and stuff, and even technology. Relatively young. So we have to make a lot of mistakes. Before we can fix it. Yeah. Because right now they should just ban social media. Or limit the use of it.
Limit the use of it because it has its perks. Because
of course,
as they're connected, a lot of the information I get to bring to you even on this show is through social
I don't mean
media.
ban, guys. I mean like limit.
So it connects to the world. Yeah. Because right now I'm following NBA and big money splurging all over, which we talk later on in the show.
Yeah, we're going to get into that topic right now as well.
Yeah, but so.
But before we move on, we have to big up lacrosse. It's a new sport in Jamaica.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
given
quarterfinals of the World Cup.
The team we lost to Canada in the quarterfinals of the World Cup, and I must say the sport of lacrosse is offering scholarships to universities in America for Jamaican kids here. So I have to highlight this sport as another avenue for kids to get involved in that can create some form of incentive, you know. So lacrosse, new sport in Jamaica, doing well.
Hold on,
Guys. Now we have Ashley Mckenzie, the Julia star. Hello, Ashley. Welcome to Primal Sports.
Thank you for having me on.
Yeah,
I'm so grateful still.
Yeah, I know you're probably a busy man, a busy schedule. Which side of the world you know?
Yeah, it's been mad busy. It's crazy. Obviously, being for Jamaica and obviously getting one of the first medals. And yeah, it's been mad experience, but it's been a good experience.
So tell us about your experience at the CSE Games. We know you won the silver medal, competing in the men's 60 kg division.
Yeah, man, it was good. First of all, obviously, it was one of my first majors from Jamaica. So for me, it was a proud moment, obviously represent my dad's country and obviously compete in the first big event. So for me to get the first silver medal was very, very good for me. I'll be honest with you though, I was looking to get gold. It's one of them tournaments that I know that I'm going to want gold, but Tuesday I hurt my groin in the semi-finals. I said to my coach, look, I reckon I can beat this brand without doing judo. I can make him look bad. But to be honest with you, I couldn't turn, I couldn't do nothing, but I still went in there being injured. And you know what, I feel that there's many more tournaments that come for Jamaica where I can prove my point as a gold medalist, you know what I'm saying? So I think for me, it was nice to see that the whole community, the whole team was behind me, and all the Jamaicans backing me in the finals. But it's unfortunate they didn't see the fights before the finals where I did win, but I was very grateful and I'm blessed to be part of such a nice and strong community team.
Yeah, man. Yeah, but even so, we're proud of the silver medal, and you did us, wonders. You said it's our first medal at the judo competition, CSE Games. So,
and the grind is not a normal.
Yeah, and having a groin injury to me that will limit your mobility, but to go out there and represent us and get a medal of any color is a great achievement. So we're thankful for even that. And I know you're probably hard on yourself, but you'll have a chance to.
Yeah, I think for me as an athlete, you have to put expectations of when you can medal. You know what I'm saying? If I go to Olympic Games tomorrow and I say to myself, I've got an injury, I wouldn't do it because I know I'll be out first round 2 or 3, you know what I'm saying? But for me, it's like when I go to them kind of tournaments there, especially in South America, Caribbean, I'm not saying they're weak, but I'm saying I think I'm stronger than them. So it's one of them moments where I'm that great, but I'm saying I felt that I could have done better if I wasn't injured.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Don't take anything away from any of my opponents. I respect and I got love for all of them. But for me, I just felt that was my opportunity to get a gold. If I didn't get injured, I think I would have got it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What about you have the Pan Am Games coming up?
Yes, I have the Pan Am Games coming up in we're going 7 weeks or 6 weeks.
6 weeks.
So if I'm injury free, it's good. But then the Pan Am Championships means a lot for the Olympic points, and that's when I'm looking to obviously get the gold there.
Yeah.
And obviously it's hard because as much as we're a Jamaican team, me and the competitors in Jamaica are competing against each other to get the criteria spot. Well, I don't want a criteria spot. I want to go direct. So I want to be in the top 30 in the world.
Automatically.
I could do, but I've been out of judo for so long in the sense of because I wanted to come away from England and Great Britain and I wanted to join Jamaica. And I think for me, it's being in a strong position of going into a tournament like that, just taking gold and going in direct where it gives another team member, in a long story short, an opportunity to go
So
behind me
two
in a
guys will get in.
competition.
Yeah.
Yes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely.
All right, so you're gonna have to get some care out of the grind.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to
Do a lot of stuff.
yeah, because 7 weeks from now, and you said that's a major tournament because the entire Western region, and you want that Olympic spot.
Yeah, but I think for me, I've been grinding since I was 11 years old. You know, I've been trying to do this thing, and for me, school never went well. And I think for me, the opportunity of judo came across when I got thrown over in London in the streets over some Pokemon card, and that's when judo come to me. You know what I'm saying? I was in a special school. I was with the police. I was in London, and my life has changed. So since I'm 11 years old, I've always tried to be a better man. And for me, judo has kind of saved my life. You get me?
Yeah.
So for me, now during Jamaica, like my dad's happy, my mum's happy, my brothers are happy, my family's happy, my little girl is gonna see me.
Yeah.
Which is right.
Yeah. So you're saying you started judo at age 11?
Yeah, I started 11 because of a fight over a Pokemon card.
Over a Pokemon card.
And I said to him, why are you dashing?
Yeah.
So I went up to him and I tried to make him do it. And next thing I know, he dashed me again and I had some jumping movies.
Yeah.
So I went up to my mum, and by this, I was in a special school already for my ADHD
Yeah.
and all these problems there. So these times now I went to my mum and I said to my mum, something like a film, like Rush Hour.
Yeah.
And she said, what? Judo come up.
Yeah.
And then judo come up, and then I put in judo on the internet, and then I went to the judo club, and the man who threw me had my Pokemon card.
Yeah.
He had done judo. So these 2 times now, I'm like, yo, look, you have my Pokemon card. He gave it to me, and we were best friends, but he went one side in life, and I went the other side in life because I had no choice.
Yeah.
I'm saying for him, he wanted to do the whole bad man thing and went to like front road and that. But I would have been in that road if I didn't have judo, you know.
Yeah, so
I
judo.
can't work behind the desk. I can't focus under someone's management. I like to do me.
Yeah, which
Not that I'm a bad person, but I can't take on no rules. You know what I'm saying?
We'll get that. And we respect it. And I mean, as I said, you put in all in judo and we see where you're kind of disappointing yourself in a bit, but we know you'll bounce back. And I mean, just try to heal up that grind and just give them hell in the Pan Am Championships.
Say no more. I hopefully I'll speak to you after as well.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, Ashley, we're going to have to bring you back on. I know we just get you by phone now because we couldn't get you on the video link. But we're going to fix this and get you back in a couple of weeks to see how you're getting ready for the Pan Ams, okay?
Say no more, brother. Say no more.
Yeah,
So
man.
we keep in touch. And I mean, best of luck and recovery.
Love to everyone on the radio as well.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, big up.
Big up.
30,000 people listening to you, boss.
All right.
All right.
Say no more. Say no more. My Instagram's Ashley Judo if you want to follow.
Yeah, man, we got you. We got you. All right, Ashley.
All right.
Good.
All right.
So that was Ash Mckenzie, and do follow him on Instagram, Ashley Judo, and he's doing big things for Jamaica, silver medalist in the CSC games, and he's looking to do one better in the Pan Am Championships and be a qualifier for the Olympic Games.
Direct qualification.
So as you can see, he started at age 11, and I mean that was an opportunity for an 11-year-old kid, and he grasped it and took it to the world.
ADHD.
Yeah.
A lot of young boys are
You know, the talented ones tend to have it. Cause Rafael had some form of
Yeah,
problem
yeah,
as well.
similar.
You know?
Yeah.
And
A
they
lot of
see
the gifted ones,
artistic,
and they can't stay in a small space.
Yeah.
You can't lock them up in a
Yeah.
house. Them up there outside.
And they're channeling energy, and he's channeling his energy
Of
in
course.
judo, and I mean,
Sports
taking
saving
it
life.
to the world.
Yeah.
Taking it to the world and repping for Jamaica now, as you can see.
And he's won
his
gold
father-
medal at CSA. So we must tell the audience we're gonna have him back in a couple of weeks because he told me just a while ago that he was traveling.
Yeah.
That's why the show was delayed. But it was good to have him on.
See, sound like a proud Jamaican.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
They say every man dash the side. Movie. Yeah, and then the man say, yo. And the man just use that opportunity and see from a negative
Sports are our kind of character. That's great.
And we don't forget to back on for the show, definitely.
Yeah, will do.
But big up to him and taking the time out. I mean, traveling in the world and I mean, repping Jamaica, winning the silver medal. So that was Ashley Mckenzie, and now it's time for sports commentary with the controversial boss.
Welcome one and all. First things first. You know, I agree with something Dale Parham said earlier on. We need some Jamaicans in the Jamaica team. There's something has to be wrong if in your Premier League, your Premiership of Jamaica, we can't get a player in the national team. That cannot be right. Something is wrong. Something is structurally wrong. If you're telling me that most Jamaicans live in Jamaica, most Jamaicans, and we can't get a man who plays in Jamaica on the league. I know Kane is talking about graduating to foreign leagues and all this kind of thing, but surely there has to be an example that a baller playing his trade in Jamaica as a semi-pro or a pro can make the national team. If you can't aspire to playing for your country unless you go to another country, there's something structurally wrong with that. Argentina have domestic players. Brazil have domestic players. Yeah. England have domestic players. In fact, it's almost all domestic players, etc. We got to get some people on the team. Something wrong with the structure, in my opinion. You guys watch BET Awards? You saw the Busta Rhymes tribute. Busta Rhymes paid tribute to his Jamaican roots and all that kind of thing. But one thing was disappointing for me. Dexter Daps came on and he got a little cameo in the Busta Rhymes thing, which was really good. You guys need to watch it again. But there's a guy on TikTok killing up himself when Dexter Daps came on to perform. But Dexter Daps chose the wrong song, Shabba Mother Pot. How can you sing Shabba Mother Pot? You're in LA. And this is the chance to highlight what Dexter Daps is doing for. Girls' tunes. What is Dexter Daps doing for? Girls' tunes. It's like me. How can I not recognize the ladies? You see what I'm saying? But no, man. Really and truly, Dexter Daps blew the chance, in my opinion. He came on the stage and the guys, everybody wanted to get into it, but they couldn't get into it because he was singing a gun song. You know, better than anything we're bad. Hotter than anything we're hot. You know, and whatnot in a Shabba Mother Pot. It was just not the right song, as far as I'm concerned. Well, Jamaica continues to be world class. World lacrosse. And I don't know what that means. Because lacrosse is not played by nations. We're telling people to get to quarterfinals. I don't think there are 8 countries that really play lacrosse. In fact, the nation, the Iroquois nation, the Indians have their own nation that plays in the lacrosse ratings. Number 3 in the world lacrosse rankings is the Iroquois nation of Blackfoot and Sioux and all these Indians. They play the sport lacrosse. Lacrosse is an American sport. Let's get real. It's played by America and some Canadians to that point. That's all who play lacrosse. So if we're going to play Israel or Somalia or Iceland, it's like the ice skating thing. Let's not praise ourselves that we get to the top 8. I think if we get 2 or 3 more people here, we could have a lacrosse team and we'd probably win. UFC next weekend is very interesting for me, UFC 290. And the reason for it is that our boy Volkanovski is going to fight Yair Rodriguez. And I haven't made up my mind yet who will win. I'm studying the thing because, as you know, I'm a trained martial artist. Like Judo Man. Like Judo Man, I was small as a kid and I had to learn the ancient arts in order to keep them off me. And that's just what I did. But by studying the thing, you will notice that Volkanovski have a serious threat in Yair because Yair is a kicker man. I don't know if you ever see this guy who can climb on the cage and do a flying kick and he does a kick on the ground. And Volkanovski is a stand-up man, you know. And it's going to be interesting to see who prevails because Volkanovski, I think he probably won against Makachev, you know, when I watched that fight. And I think that the kicks that Yair, I used to demonstrate kicks in karate tournaments for you guys that don't know. My kicks were really good. I did a double flying maigeri, a side kick, and all these kind of kicks. And Yair Rodriguez is a real kicker. And if he hit you with one of those kicks, you're going out. So he has more than the puncher's chance. He has more than the puncher's chance. But you guys mentioned cricket, you know. And I just have to say one more thing. Is this West Indies come to know, my lord? We have lost to Zimbabwe. We lose to Scotland. We lose to, who was the other one?
Netherlands.
We lose to Netherlands. They don't have a cricket pitch in Netherlands. West Indies lose to these guys. I actually think I know why we're so weak in cricket. And the answer is that the Indian Professional League has distorted the game that we call cricket. It's distorted the game called cricket. And the problem is that we have no system of matriculating, second time that word used this short, but players from the Caribbean Cricket High School club system into the IPL. And so there's no incentive for people to get rich. Chris Gayle got in it out of Test cricket from the days when we were a thing, and he got rich off of IPL. West Indians would do well in the IPL if we had a natural channel to get our outstanding batters into the IPL. Because people in Barbados and Guyana, St. Kitts, St. Lucia, still play cricket. We don't play cricket in Jamaica. Take my word for it. But outside of Jamaica, I think that if we found a way to excite schoolboys, that there's a pathway to get into the IPL where the money is, where the excitement is. Because cricket everywhere else except India is boring. Let me tell you, it's boring. There's nobody watching. When you watch the televised things and you see that it's only when you're in India you have a crowd watching the game. And that's what it is. When Kane Watson and I play table tennis, there's a crowd that comes around because they want to see who is top dog. And they know who is top dog. That's another story. That's another story. I have a few little remarks I need to say about Reggae Boyz and recently. All congratulations to Grimm, Coach Grimm, because you are now 1 in 8. He's now 1 in 8. He's now won 12.5% of his matches, which is better than the previous 0.0. So congratulations to Grimm on his recent performance. I thought he would do it against St. Kitts, and I hope the Storm gates open against St. Kitts. But let me ask you something. Did you see Liam Bailey bush that penalty against the USA? I knew before that he was going to bush the penalty. Trained table tennis experts know that you look in a man's face and you can see that he wasn't wearing the lion heart. He didn't have it. He looked doubtful. And I knew he was going to side foot. You don't side foot penalty. Penalties must be driven, right? You don't side foot a penalty at the height that keepers like it. Keepers love to save to the left or to the right. Everybody knows that. And Leon walked up, he took too steep an angle and cut the ball. The keeper just saved it very easy and let go a rebound. And then Leon Bailey missed the rebound again. I think the occasion was too much for him. He appears to be under pressure to score. But to be fair, Leon Bailey didn't have all that bad a game. Did you notice he salad 2 US players in a row? Yeah. You know what it takes to salad 2 US players? That's almost as good as a goal. Because Leon probably come off afterwards when he said, Leon, tough game, and say, you saw the salad. I salad 2 man, like Pele did that same thing, you know, salad 2 man or each other. It was really good. Whisper need more than 10 minutes. My God, man. My goodness me. When Whisper came on the goal, he came on the field, he headed towards goal, lost the ball, second chance, headed towards goal, kick the goal, score a goal. Jesus. That is production. In 10 minutes, Whisper had a goal on the thing. Bobby Reed have what? 200 minutes, can't put in a goal. He scored a fluke 3 matches ago. And we'll give Bobby Reed that. But let me tell you something. I was never a great striker. But I learned early that when the ball is coming to you, your first control is towards the goal. If you're a defender, your first control is away from the goal. Bobby Reed pushed the ball right, and then he pushed it further right from the goal, and then kicked it inside netting. Where else could it go? I was very disappointed. Doesn't look like a striker to me. Doesn't look like a striker for me. And for me, Bobby Reed should never start ahead of Whisper and Nicholson. There are some people saying that Whisper too young and blah, blah. No, you're mad. He's capable of making the national team. I see no other striker pushing for goal other than Antonio. And one more remark. Antonio is quickly becoming our best player. Why do I think he's our best player? It's not because of the goals he scores. He put the defense under so much pressure. Have you observed that? Yeah. And then when he loses the ball, he's back defending stoutly. Right?
Awesome.
I am pleased with the buck-up of Demarai Gray. Demarai Gray, we've been looking at him for a while. And I didn't know how good he was. But just the few touches he got in the first game and now this game, this guy is the goods. He's the goods. And he might well be Jamaica's only way of working the ball up the field. Yeah. Because we don't have a midfielder other than that winger out there. And why is it the team run out of gas in 75 minutes? Do Jamaicans lack stamina? Why is it we can't play a football match in 90 minutes? We don't seem to be able to marshal our forays into the goal. People walking back too slow. I had a captain on my hall team from St. Lucia. At the minute the attack breaks down, everybody had to run back. That don't happen with Jamaica, you notice it? The players just walk back like they're out of gas. And it's always at the 70 to 80 minute mark. Jamaica just what, fall asleep? What do you guys make of this gospel dancehall mixed with gospel? Have you seen a video with Bounty Killer on the stage with some other guy? And recently I noticed Marianne Hall, aka Lady Song. I saw her on stage and I'm saying, can a lady or woman come out of dancehall and go into gospel, isn't she going to make a mistake at some point? The other day I hear her singing and she said something. Kiss out my Bible. I was shocked. I don't know if that's the right statement for an artist to make on a religious platform. and I'm saying, well, she did say Bible. but I found it so shocking. So what I have to say is, all of you who come to this space to criticize sports commentary, when you can kiss out my Bible, that's sports commentary. What say you?
Oh, jeez. Boy. It's really good here. Do you remember the phone lines are now open? 1-876-552-7406. And that's via WhatsApp only. I repeat the number again. 1-876-552-7406. And that's via WhatsApp only. Yeah, kiss out my Bible. But yeah. Yeah. Well, we spoke about Reggae Boyz earlier. But before we touch on a different topic, Mckenzie. Like the goods.
Yes.
And I like how I'm breaking.
I like the confidence.
Yeah, confidence. I'm saying, hey, I'm better than the guy. I should have won.
Yeah.
And you know, some people are grateful.
He's
grateful for the silver medal, but you can see where he wants to be on top.
He don't deserve a goal.
He don't deserve a goal, and he must go back for it. I'm gonna try to do one better Pan Championship. So, back to the drawing board for him, man.
Yeah.
Hopefully, as people. But the mentality he has, you can see where he's a competitor.
Yeah, man.
And
it's not easy to say, all right, in the final, that's it.
The grind. Come on and say, silver medal for Jamaica, first silver medal, I want to. But man,
goal in my defense.
I want a silver medal, but I'm vexed whenever the Jamaica the goal.
Yeah.
I want you to give Jamaica the goal. I knew I could have got the goal. I got slighted with a groin injury, but you got there same way because I said, you can take this guy. But it didn't work out that way, but he bounced back and with that mindset.
The Pan Am Games is in it's not Dammer.
I'm not sure where the Pan Am Games.
Yeah, but it's a couple of weeks from now. I think Peter can find it. Yeah. So I think once him can heal, can get some treatment and work and some therapy.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think the Pan Am will be a much we're gonna have more competition, a stronger competition, I should say, from Canada and the lighter USA. So
Santiago, Chile.
It's in Chile.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Big game.
And that's in early September. I think it's early September.
October to November.
October to November, late October, yeah.
Okay, so I'm have a good
more time to heal. Ground injuries are rough.
Grind. I can't even imagine him competing with a ground injury.
Hopefully it's not that serious to where it takes months to heal.
You can't even plant,
Yeah.
And your balance and
it's probably the worst place to get injured.
Of course.
Yeah, grind. But
all right. So that's Ashley Mckenzie. We'll look out for him in October.
Yeah. We'll try to get him on later on.
Couple weeks from now.
Closer to. But
let's move on. Let us talk a little about Wimbledon. The qualifiers start today or from yesterday.
Started already.
Yes. Number 1 seed is Mr. Alcaraz.
Alcaraz again, yeah.
Yes, and Novak is the 2nd seed. Yeah. Novak seemed to get an easy draw this time around. Not much competition in his
but even so, Novak is a cut above the rest.
But you say it doesn't matter the draw, right?
It doesn't matter the draw. It's being a big man myself. You don't really worry about drawing.
Yeah.
People try to hide from you.
Yeah.
For the next draw. So when you're the big man, people say, "Oh, I really dropping Djokovic half, or I really dropping Kane half." People don't want to be in that half. So no matter which half Djokovic in, is Djokovic half.
Exactly.
Whether it's in Alcaraz, who's the number 1 seed, or what. Once you're a big man, you're the big man, no matter what you're on.
Yeah.
And some people have as the GOAT, you sitting here. So being the GOAT, what you worry about half?
No, I'm just saying people say he get another easy half, like the
it's
top half.
All easy halves for Djokovic.
It's all easy halves for Djokovic. In my cut above
he's that great, right?
No, well, we knew this. I still don't have him as the GOAT.
On grass,
so there's nobody that will challenge him in Wimbledon. So there's nobody in this.
No man, the youngsters coming up, but
which one you think, Peter? Which one? I know you.
I think Kyrgios is the biggest danger on grass.
Kyrgios is playing.
If he's playing, I don't know.
I seen an arm up right here. I seen a projected quarterfinals by seeding, they would have Alcaraz playing Rune. But this is hypothetically speaking, if the seeds go through.
Yeah.
Medvedev versus Tsitsipas, and that would be the top half. Bottom half would be Sinner versus Ruud, and Rublev versus Djokovic.
Is Kyrgios playing?
I'll have to go research that, but
I doubt Kyrgios playing this tournament.
Kyrgios is hot and cold. He can have a.
And it's his surface going on. Yeah. It's his surface with his style of play. It's his surface.
Yeah, to me, it's who comes through and meet him in the final. Medvedev have a step up.
Yeah.
I mean, Medvedev to me is one of the better quality players in the chasing pack.
You think this?
Kyrgios is playing.
Yeah. He's playing. You think Wimbledon suit Alcaraz on? Is he a grass player?
He's a hustler, so I mean, in his surface, technical wise.
Because Wimbledon is you have to be really good in terms
of
technical.
You want to tote him up for win.
No, I don't think he can reach the quarters.
I mean, he's a good kid and he's young. But I don't know if I prefer the.
You don't like Tsitsipas,
No. But I prefer Ruud.
Up to the young Canadian.
I prefer Ruud and Ruud.
The young Canadian. Disappear. What's his name?
Alisim Algier.
Shaparov playing, man.
Shaparov playing.
Yes, he's playing.
He seems to have disappeared. I don't know what's happening.
TFO was going good at one point coming on. I think he cracked the top 10. I think he ranked 10 earlier in the year, but I don't know what TFO is up to. But Tsitsipas mentally weak too. But Medvedev and Tsitsipas have a thing going on in there. Sort of like rivals,
Yes.
So that would be a good quarterfinal matchup.
I think for semis all the time.
Yeah, I would want to. They seem to have like a dislike for each other. But that would be, and those things make sports entertaining. Be like, all right, Medvedev and Tsitsipas. Let's see what.
Rune and Ruud.
I like Rune and I like Ruud.
Yeah.
I like Rune and I like Ruud. Two youngsters to me that gonna come up. But Djokovic is a big man.
Wait, another
going for number 24.
Another title for Djokovic.
Yeah.
You can book it. You can book
and
it.
And then 24 like Kobe.
Yeah, you can book it. I think based on the field.
No, youngsters coming on good, but
no youngsters not gonna beat this man.
And based on the field, them have quality, But when as we said, the big man, the man have levels. Djokovic just our style where it just burning out. Because I watched the first set in the French Open.
The finals,
and Ruud should have won the first set.
Yeah, of course.
He was on top, dominating, and then Djokovic win a point, and I can just see where that just changed the whole complex of the first set. Catch him at 6-all, win the tiebreak, you're gonna get 2 straight.
Yeah.
And Ruud was playing good, but one unforced error, and Djokovic just mentally just relentless. You make a good shot, Djokovic just come back with 2 better shots, and just apply pressure, and that's levels.
Yeah.
I mean, he's in the top 3 all-time greatest player.
Of course.
You have him as the greatest.
Yeah, of course. But so on the female side, although we know where the female side is kind of.
yeah. The females are dropping off, if you ask me. Nobody's stepping up to even say, all right, I have a batch of young female tennis players coming up.
This lady from is Algeria, the African girl.
Ons
Jabbar.
She's Tunisia.
She's from Tunisia.
Inconsistent, but have levels.
I think she can probably break out this tournament and try win the Wimbledon.
But to me,
what is a Peter who on the female side?
Sabalenka or Rybakina. Or probably one of one girl name again from Poland. Yeah, it's one of those 3. I don't see anybody else playing tennis to that level. Same 3 girls. Sabalenka,
the same 3.
And Swiatek.
I'm going with the African girl.
Tunisia.
Yeah, I think she.
Really?
Yeah, man, she can compete with them. Don't think so?
No, they're gonna run her up and down, and the point is too fast. I don't see it.
All right, let me see. All right, guys, you know that we have track and field. We have our national trials coming up.
Yep.
Next weekend.
It starts from the 6th, which is on Thursday.
Yeah, the 6th.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. National championships where you're looking to make a team to go to Budapest.
Yes.
Budapest is in August. Yeah, Budapest is in August, and that's where we turn our attention to, because you have to make the team.
Yeah.
And we see the likes of we have top tier events like both the male and female hurdles. The 100-meter sprints, we don't know who's going to show up and who's going to make the team. We know who automatically qualified already, Shelley. But
so you see some dodging is going to go on in this national championship.
Dodging? You can't dodge.
No. Is Shelley going to run the 100?
Yeah. She's probably going to
Is Elaine going to run the 200?
I think this is it for Elaine.
Is Elaine going to run the 200?
Is Elaine going to run?
She has a wild card for the World Championships.
No.
Is she world champion?
No. Yeah, Sherika Jackson is world champion.
200?
Yeah, she's gonna be a world record holder too.
Yes, I know. So you don't. So Elaine is going. Elaine has to run these trials.
Yeah.
She has to run both 1 and 2.
Well, she don't really have to. You know, she can just call it a day because the way things looking to bounce back. Wonder what's going on.
She did 11 point. What was it? 11.2 or 3.
When was this?
2 weeks ago.
I meet. I think it was at I don't remember where.
GC Foster.
I don't think she's competing enough at this point to make the national team.
I think she has an injury. Achilles heel problem still going on.
Everybody's speculations.
No, I think she said it.
She said it.
She said that her preparation was hampered by the injury. But she has an injury currently.
Yeah, but we know she's quite and wanted to get back on top.
We love her to get back, but
remember.
You have to be
competing.
No, not sail, well, not yet.
It's tough.
You have to be competing.
Switch camps.
Yes.
I think that's, we spoke about it.
I think it's not the injury, I think it's the switching of camps. I think she's been wholly unprepared for the last season.
I think maybe she's running off for the fact that she of training maybe 2 years back with Francis.
Yes.
I think that's what continued to push her.
Muscle memory.
Yeah. I don't think that her training.
What you guys make of the fact that Jarnell Hughes, who trained in Jamaica, trained under the same coach as Boyz and Blake and etc. Jarnell did a 9.83, fastest man on the planet this year.
Yeah.
No, that's a record for now for Great Britain.
And it's a British record, and it's the fastest time in the world this year.
Yeah, 9.8.
What do you mean by that? What do you mean by what I think?
You think Jarnell time for breakthrough now?
I don't think he's gonna win now.
That speed when producing in the last part of that race, you saw the race?
Powerful.
His acceleration.
He surprised himself.
He started to look like the
former champs record winner.
What is the...
Let me tell you something, Peter. Yeah. If you look at all the great sprinters, when they finish races, even if it's world record, they don't wave like a shark. Right? They know that they have it. When Zion Hughes ran that time,
you know, that's not what I look for. You know what I look for? I remember watching Bailey in 1996.
Yeah.
I remember watching, just recently I've been watching American 200 meter guy live. And I have noticed the trend now is to accelerate to the end and not coast through to the end. And these guys are producing decent times as well. So power is becoming important to these sprinters now. I don't see no Jamaican sprinter doing that. I see Jamaican guys running 85, 90 and trying to ease.
Or tying up at the line.
Yeah, tying up at the line.
Yeah.
So maybe power is coming back into sprinting.
No, I think power is coming back, but I don't think Zion have it. You know, he just surprised himself.
You think it's a fluke?
I think it's a fluke.
You guys quick to call things flukes.
You two guys.
So Bobby Reid goal was a fluke?
Yeah,
well, it might seem so.
If Bobby Reid another 20 years, we'll never see another goal like that. That was a fluke.
Bobby Reid have come good tomorrow. They just said, that's what St. Kitts, man.
Yeah.
I scream, I'm like, oh, the St. Kitts people. Bobby Reid did a double tomorrow, people.
St. Kitts. Predictions. St. Kitts.
I said 5.
5 love?
5.
USA give them 6 love.
Yeah.
And you said we only going to give them 5?
Yeah.
And
I think
Trinidad gave them a 4-1.
Yeah.
4-1, I think.
Same thing we can give them a 7.
If you have a man like Antonio playing forward, and hopefully Liam Bailey playing further back and put Whisper to partner.
3 love. Trinidad give them 3 love, sir.
Yeah, I think we can give them 9 or 10. Remember, goal difference is going to matter, you know.
No, I think if Whisper get more time, I think Whisper is going to score about 2 goals.
Yes, I think so.
He will get more time.
Remember, no, Whisper was scoring what? 7 goals in a Manning Cup a game, 6 goals, and he was scoring a lot of goals.
And he can kick the ball. He can kick the ball.
And he will kick the ball.
Yeah, man.
Most Jamaicans, when they see the goal, they get afraid and turn back. Whisper want to kick at the goal. That goal that went in was no accident, you know.
No, man. He have it, man.
It's a result of forward pressure.
Yeah.
I hear Howard Grimson now trying to take some credit, but he's been holding back the youth, in my opinion. You know, see Howard Grimson saying, I did well with Whisper, and Whisper trying to take credit. Come on, Hal Grimson was keeping the man on the bench.
Hal Grimson lethal.
Yeah.
He said he's a youth team lethal.
Hal Grimson need to make up his mind.
But
you know what the issue is?
should start? You think
Can I tell you what
should
the issue is? Yes, I think so. Can I tell you what the issue
start
is?
with Bobby Reed?
May I tell you what the issue is?
You think we should start with Bobby Reed?
Of course I do. You know that already.
I think so.
You know that already. Hal Grimson came from Iceland where they had a non-professional team. Many people who made the Iceland team that went to World Cup, some were part-time policemen, some were security guards who had to take time off, a few were PE teachers who had to have substitute teachers brought in to make the team. Hal Grimson's not used to having the kind of choice that we have in Jamaica. We're spoiled for choice. You hear the Americans praising us? Them say on paper Jamaica has the best team. Right? Hal Grimson's challenge is what to do with the bounty that is
Well, he definitely has been here for a minute.
yes.
As he said, his record is 1 in what, 8? He said 12.5.
Yeah,
That would be 2 in 9.
12%.
Going to increase tomorrow, 2 in 9. Yeah, 2 in 9.
But does Hal Grimson go to a premiership matches? Does he watch any Jamaican matches?
Yeah, man.
Are you telling me we don't have who was the top scorer in the IPL?
Who was it again? That's double check.
He's usually a Waterhouse man, you know. But
He's
usually a Waterhouse man.
yeah. Archivantes too. I think it was Colin Anderson.
All right, but you're telling me that
More
we
pleasant.
have Bobby Reed who can shoot even towards the goal line, and we can get another man into the team. It looks
So
like
if you want to do the Bobby Reed totally, man.
yes.
This Bobby Reed should even in the squad.
I did not think Bobby Reed should be in the squad.
Harsh.
I've seen him play. I've seen
Last
him
week you want to get rid of him. This week you want to get rid of Bobby. Yes, want to get rid of people. So. Bobby Reed have use in the team. Man. Bobby Reed have a play.
I think that Hal Grimson should learn some lessons that all of us know already. The Jamaica team is going to get tired at 70-75 minutes, so you need to make some substitutions before the match dies down. We give up goals.
I would say this from
We
the
give
60
up
minute
goals.
mark. From the 60 minute
Yeah,
mark.
we were leading USA 1-0 up to 85 minutes, I think.
Yeah.
And we gave up a goal. And the USA had possession, dominant possession for the last 15 minutes of the match. There wasn't any effort to try to challenge them or anything.
It's no fresh legs. Have to
Yes,
bring on some
yes,
fresh legs.
yes.
Anyway, guys, we're straight now.
Yeah, straight.
I'm sorry, I'm sorry. I was about to track.
Well, Sharika, I don't think will be running the 200. I don't say the reason.
She's a world champion. Sorry.
Yes, and maybe she'll be running the 100 to qualify. I don't think
spots.
Shelly's gonna run either.
Why would
I think Shelley would probably run
The two,
the heats
the Heats,
to
and
get a race under our belt.
Yeah,
and then do what she did the other day and foul out again and all like that. Because they never want her foul out in it. You remember when she was trying to foul out?
I think she probably run to get real sharp or get a race under our belt. She run the 200 pound.
Why? I just feel that the whole team is unprepared this year.
But one thing for sure, there will be upsets at the trial.
You're making the same mistake I made last
Go
week,
ahead and tell
the
me.
week
Go
before.
ahead and tell me.
We're just focusing on the 3 stars.
Yes.
But
Need to watch the rest of the
Yeah,
girls.
so I'm saying
How about this little girl? She was world champion. What's her name again? World
Tina.
junior champion.
Tina.
World junior champion. Man. Girl.
Clayton.
No, man.
High school.
Brianna?
Brianna.
She won at 11-0-4.
Aside.
Yeah. I think she can make the team.
Really?
I want to take.
With 3 spots. You name the team 100 meter female. Shelly's out of the equation. Definitely Sharika
You need
Jackson.
3.
Sharika Jackson. So the next 2, who's going to be the next
You
2?
counting out Elaine. What if she turns up and surprises you? She have the goods.
You just
She
said
have the goods.
Elaine is
just
a
said
wild
it.
card. Elaine is a wild card.
But you just said it. Surprising.
I can't picture she making this team. I just don't think she fit.
Yeah.
I
I
don't
have-
think she fit.
Alana Reid making the team.
Alana Reid?
Yeah. Sharika Jackson, Alana Reid.
Is she the
And
school girl
between-
that just went pro?
Yeah.
Is that the girl? Yes, I think so.
So
I
it's
think so.
Sharika Jackson, Alana Reid, either Brianna Williams or Tina Clay.
You know, I think Brianna is a bit like Freighton.
She can't go no faster than the 11 seconds.
You know, Freighton was always.
You think there's a cap?
9-9.
Yeah.
Always with the team.
No, you're right. You know.
Really?
No,
Really?
No,
You know, for me though, even though I think him exceed, Freighton is a big time runner.
Yeah, man.
I would take Freighton over Safa in a big race anytime.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anytime. I would take Freighton over Safa with a big race.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, Asafa gets nervous, you know.
That's the point.
You know that.
Freighton is a big time
Asafa
runner.
is not the bravest athlete.
No. Freighton the big runner, but Brianna remind me a little of Freighton. I don't know if she can go much faster.
You don't think she have the quality to go high?
No, she have. I don't know. Maybe she start running too early. I don't know. She just don't look like she can go faster.
I think her start is really good.
Yes,
her start is Shelly and class.
Yes, she have good start. She has a good start. But
so maybe she's a 60-meter runner.
So we're 60-meter run.
No.
Indoor.
Indoor.
The indoor thing right there.
Yeah.
they have her making the team.
It's gonna be a toss. It's gonna be close.
Alright, so
But,
that's
Tina Clinton.
For them must have somebody been camp with my try
course.
find you.
and
Natasha Morrison.
has
Natasha Morrison is there. I mean, I think even on the college circuit, if you look at the girls coming down.
Those girls normally tired when them come down there, you know.
Yeah, but
Through the long season.
I think there will be an upset somewhere along the line of Shaka, and we'll be like, oh, that
I
person.
think the Shaka is Elaine will probably be big.
So you guys think
Probably.
the men's team now will be New Blake and Seville?
Akeem Blake.
New Blake, I call him New Blake because the other Blake is old. You tell
Akeem
me.
Blake. Yeah. Akeem Blake, Oblique Seville. Wow.
Is there any other Jamaican running?
Well, I'm say I have something on high school. Where,
He's not ready yet, man.
if you carry on something,
When me and Bugo me, but what's his name?
Nkrumah.
Yeah.
Bouage.
Yeah. I agree. If he was in the KC
Make
farm,
the team?
if he was in KC farm, he would make the team.
He's training.
No, big man thing this one.
So you tell me which man a big man out there now?
No, sometimes you don't watch your time.
Man a 19
At the
still,
competition.
19-year-old and a boy again.
No, but
Big man time no.
But has he recovered from that
He's
injury
training.
fully?
I don't when them come up against them big man, you know.
Who? Which big man? Which big man?
The man them a train like big man, professional
Who?
thing no man.
Who?
I don't think him can make the team.
So who will make the team?
So he doesn't make the team. So you're saying Seville
I don't know
who
who
gets
gets
the third spot?
but I don't give him the third spot.
We have it.
So like
Well,
you
it would be
want
Blake. It would be one Blake.
Yeah.
So you have one Blake.
Johan Blake.
Johan.
Blake.
All respect to Johan. Big up.
Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to Prima Sports. Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to Prima Sports. Hello, good afternoon.
Hold on, let me see what's going on here.
Yeah, man. So I think
I have those three. I'm going with Nkrumah. I'm going to college man.
to come third.
Yeah.
Come third, finish third. Yeah,
Finish in top three.
Top three.
Finish in top three.
Yeah, it's working.
So outside of those three and Johan, there's nobody else knocking on the door.
We'll see. I'm sure there's somebody knocking on the door.
Yeah, it is. But definitely the top two is definitely Seville and Blake. Seville and Blake.
Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to Prima Sports.
Yeah, afternoon, guys. One time it is.
One time it is. What's your hot take for the day?
The woman that triple jumper
From?
that was touted up by
Long jumper.
Long jumper.
Yeah.
He tried to switch over to the 100-meter. I soon tell you his name. I know Gail. It's Gail.
Yeah.
Tajay Gail. Tajay
Yes.
Gail. Yeah.
How did you know?
I mean, I know he picked up an injury last year. I'm guessing he's fully recovered, but
He never did any sprinting though. That year.
Hopefully he's back to top form and goes back to long jump if you ask me. But I don't know. I haven't heard much about him. But let us see this trials. I don't know. He's sort of in a hiatus. You know, sometimes you get injured. Sometimes it's hard to come back to top form or even bounce back because that only takes a physical toll on you, but also a mental toll. That everybody can bounce back mentally from probably even a close to career-ending injury.
Yeah, especially the knee.
Yeah, especially with the knee or groin or whatever. But hopefully he competes and gets back to that level in the long jump. I don't see much as a sprinter. He wanted to switch to the sprinting, but I think
That was an incredible claim by Fano though. I mean, that was outlandish.
I hope.
He's the greatest coach there, so no doubting.
The world's greatest coach?
The world's greatest coach, no doubting.
Okay.
He knows what he's doing.
It came to me because you guys was trying to figure out who's going to make the male team. And I was like,
What happened to him? Oh,
where
okay.
is this guy?
Yeah.
It's probably going to be you and Blake. He's the only other sub-10 in Jamaica.
That's three. I just told you the three spots.
And Nkrumah. He's going with Nkrumah.
Oh yeah, he's sub-10. Yeah. By 1/100 of us.
Hey, sub-10.
Right. He's not retired. He was making a comeback.
Come on.
Yeah, he didn't know. He did announce a comeback.
Yeah, but Asafa will not be nowhere near.
I mean, if Asafa runs at this
What if
time,
he's doing it in training? What if he's doing it in training?
Training and competition is two different things. They have to be competing.
the only benefit.
Even though running is the easiest sport,
Yes.
you still have to be competing. There's something about competition that's different
Yes,
from
running
training.
is the easiest sport.
It is the easiest sport. Yeah.
That's what naturally just know how
So you don't think Asafa is
Yeah,
very willing
training.
to step into the shark-infested
I
waters?
want to say a lot of people come out to watch it.
No, that's what I'm saying. The only
I think
benefit,
so.
A lot of people come out
a
to watch
lot
it.
of ladies will be in the stands if
Yeah.
Asafa shows up for the trial.
Yeah, because it brings back a little.
For the females, though, I did say last week, but we are stopped. I don't know who they're going to select that team, but
I mean, the team
By
goes
time.
themselves.
By
By
time.
time, they're going to select it themselves.
the big three still wants to beat Elaine.
Big
Shannon,
tree.
Sharif, and the other three.
So you say
You will surely
You
say
in the big tree?
Surely automatically qualifying. So there's two other spots.
That's a million. I feel she might produce something on it. I don't know what yet.
Hey,
But
yes, see. I just know the Charles Gambia.
who is going to produce something, Elaine?
yeah,
Okay.
24 that she did at the Alchemist meet at JC. She looked good. She looked as if she was finding something. I don't know what she's finding, but you check the right off Elaine. Elaine is somebody who will be. The thing about it is, it's kind of weird, but the entire Jamaica team for this championship, it just seems like nobody's prepared. Everything just seems off.
That's my feeling. That's my feeling as well. That's my feeling as well.
I think everybody's gearing up for this trials.
Right.
No, man, everybody's gearing up for the trials. I know what time it is. I know what time. Everybody wants to be the team.
I think
It's
because
quite for Budapest.
things are quiet, right? Because things are quiet.
Yeah, especially on the Grand Prix circuit, we don't see much.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's more of it, but
So it's weird.
but even so, I'm looking forward to the hurdles, men's and women's hurdles.
True.
To me, that is a premier event on quality on both sides of the fences.
True.
I'm sorry that Brittany Anderson was injured and out for the season because she's our top hurdler based on time, but
Yeah,
the field that's behind her is stopped.
Ken, what has become of 200-meter running? We don't have any 200-meter runner. Nobody can go under 20 seconds. We're talking men. There's no man in Jamaica can run under 20 seconds.
Hudson.
Hudson
Yeah.
should represent us well.
He's the American guy?
No, he's not Jamaican.
He's
No.
Jamaican.
So Taylor is out, right? Okay, so Taylor is out.
Yeah, he's
Yes,
gonna get
most
banned.
definitely.
He's gonna get a ban.
Yeah. But I'm looking forward to the hurdles.
We really don't have any 200 runners doing.
There are no 200-meter
Men.
runners in, I mean men, I'm talking men, yes. In Jamaica.
Yeah.
I think Bloomfield was trying, I think, but I guess we'll probably go back to the 400.
It's really sad. The cupboard empty.
Yeah.
But,
All right. Anything else you have to add?
For the Reggae Boyz now, I still want the coach regardless.
Still a call for Algrimson.
Yeah, remember, you guys see that they probably win the Gold Cup. I don't see them passing. If the farthest I think this Jamaica team will go is the semi-finals. I've been watching a lot of the other games. Mexico look really good.
Yes.
Haiti is very strong. Regardless, Haiti is strong.
Who Haiti?
Even if you see the understrength.
Even Panama look good. I saw Panama look good.
We have big baller, man. We have Mikel Antonio.
It's semi-final, and the problem with the Jamaica team is creativity. We lack the creativity, and if this one is going to be that creative spark to the team, I don't know what will happen.
We spice a striker. We need a creative midfielder.
Bobby Reed gon' come good, man.
The coach is a very defensive coach, and I probably don't see, but Hamilton is a very defensive coach.
Okay.
I don't agree.
He's very defensive minded. He's attacking, why when Jamaica is attacking that, they don't understand how to really attack. It's because they don't want to do his own thing, but it seems the coordination up front is not there. But
Not there, I agree.
But I see spots, I see where Mckenzie come deep and pick up a couple balls and try to make plays. Because even the ball that Bobby Reed got where I don't know what him do. Mckenzie make a creative pass. I mean,
did you notice the unselfish pass when he gave the goal to Demari?
Yeah.
That is a professional striker.
He's the leader of the team, man.
Yeah, man.
So
You can see it on the field.
defensive midfielders on the defense, they are very good. But attacking wise, there seems to the cohesion is not there. It's like persons are playing out of position and they don't know how to play in position that they're in. But they want to cut inside, they want the ball at the feet. I hate this thing the time. And it's like he wants to control the game. The right spot when Whisper came on, you see where the team was trying to give him the ball. He wants to go forward.
In all fairness to Whisper came on when the game was finishing. Trinidad had tired legs and they had to play out of sorts to try and chase the game. But even so, you can see where he had quality where when he got the ball, he used skill, agility to get past him. Where like even to get the ball, they had to foul him. So I mean, playing 90 minutes is probably a different setup, but I can see where he'll feature tomorrow in the second half. And as you said, both all of us agree on the desk where we can see him scoring 2 goals because he has that hunger and that eye for goals. And Coach Grimy, whatever we want to call him. Grimy or Grimy, what do I call him? Coach Grimy. I mean, same lethal. And the kid defies odds and, as I said, destiny.
He need to get a youth a bus now.
It's a Whisper.
He need a bus.
It's when Jamaica playing here in Jamaica.
Yeah.
Once Whisper is playing that stadium will be
I agree.
Yeah, man. He's the man. Yes. He's the face of the Reggae boy team.
Just need a cohesion up front.
We know. Might have a name in a big baller from England, but Whisper the face of Jamaica football. He might carry the crowd. You know, cases and he might carry the crowd, man. Telling you.
Alright, caller. Thanks for the call. Big up.
Yeah, man. You can market. You can use Whisper, man, and full the stadium, man.
I agree.
Easily.
And that was part of my
because
concern.
it's homegrown and we want to support
But it is a
it.
part of my concern that we need some players from Jamaica on the Jamaica team.
And plus, we're entertaining to watch too.
Of course.
He is not just name.
Attacking football.
Out there, you can see same have a purpose. And
yes.
And even your mind is like, you say, oh, go Whisper, do this, do that.
Yeah,
You can't do this. It's like, you know?
Yeah.
And then feed off of that energy. And then more of it.
Yeah.
Hungry. 17-year-old.
We need shots on goal. We need shots on goal.
And you know, once you get that space, you must swing the left foot.
It's very direct.
So, man, him carry that presence there, like the Black Pearl. Remember when Black Pearl, everybody from the state, him have that same little thing about
we're all waiting for the ball to come to his feet.
And the Pearl wants to the ball.
That is correct.
You can't play the Pearl.
And similarly, Simons used to keep Pearl on the bench to the frustration of the crowd.
Yeah, man.
Many times we're there and saying, yo, bring out Pearl.
Hey, listen, remember we qualified for World Cup?
Yes.
And then we're about to pick the team and then leave off Pearl.
Yeah.
And the man in Black Road.
No, I never remember that.
Yeah, the man in Black Road, I mean.
Yeah.
And Simons had to put Pearl on the team.
Yeah.
You remember it was a big thing that was going to leave them.
No, he was having a struggle.
Yes, he was having a struggle. They was going to put War on the team. I think it was the Enzo War. A different War. I can't remember the name. Yeah, man, in Black Road for Pearl.
Yeah, man.
That's what it should be. Pearl, I forgot the team.
Yeah.
And we still get started. We get like, what, 10 minutes?
He got a few minutes against Argentina. They are on the bench until about 85 minutes.
And he come on and make two shots.
And he took 2 shots on Argentina.
Yeah.
Showed quality.
Yeah, man. I whisper the face.
I don't know why coaches are always
new
trying
Pearl.
Of course.
I agree.
Yeah, man.
The stadium still was a little more. But they want to see the Pearl show. The Pearl now, them in feel good.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
And Nandi Low took it.
Nandi the big.
Yeah, man,
Nandi Low could play both ends of the field.
Yeah, man. Nandi Low
score goals and he could just. By the way, his son scored that header the other day. It reminded me of Nandi Low.
Yeah.
You remember Nandi Low used to run off at the far post and head those balls.
I see Nandi score a goal with him head from outside the 18.
Yes, I've seen.
Yeah, man.
And this goal, the goal that Demari, I think Demari took a free kick and Low did a diving header into the goal.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. The forwards need to learn from these guys.
So tomorrow, 6 o'clock, Jamaica versus St. Kitts at the Levi Stadium. I think it's in San Francisco. But yeah, we take on St. Kitts. So it's Reggae Boys versus the Sugar Boys. I think they call it.
Yeah, I
Sugar Boys?
Yeah, I was going to...
What do you think about that?
I don't know. I was going to complain about us being the Reggae Boys to begin with. I don't like the term. I know Sugar Boys. That's even worse. And it's B-O-Y-Z. I get it. I mean,
Sugar Boys. So the Reggae Boys will take on the Sugar Boys tomorrow. And we are expecting a double for the Jamaica team.
It's a 7-0. Peter said 9.
Yeah, I think it can be 9 if the coach keeps the formation and don't try using
So I'm leaning towards 5 like that.
Yeah, full length team, full strength team. I think we'll get 9.
I definitely want a clean sheet.
Remember what I said, goal difference matters.
Yeah.
Avoiding Mexico and the USA is important. Then we need to come out at the top of the table.
Yeah.
And therefore, we need to score some goals.
Yeah.
No mucking about.
Tomorrow we'll see. And the national trials later on in the week, July 6th to 9th.
And then Wimbledon next week. I come into full play.
And Women's World Cup is later on in July. We'll talk more about that next week.
Is Women's World Cup really a sport?
Reggae girls.
You need to watch some of them Brazilian girls play, man.
Well, I tell you something, I don't want to offend any more girls. The next thing somebody will call me and tell me something. No, kiss out them Bible.
But yeah, want to big up Ashley and Mckenzie again.
Yeah.
Taking the time out to come on Prime and give us an interview via phone call.
We'll get him back.
On the podcast. And I mean, great interview, and I like his spirit and his confidence. So I want to big him up again. And hey, follow him on Instagram, Ashley Judo. Ashley Judo. And he will just won the silver medal for us at the CSE Games. But you know what time it is?
Yeah, we're big up our listeners too.
But listeners all here, Fit FM, 96.7.
Without you guys, we wouldn't have.
And here, everybody couldn't get on, We went to 31,000. We have 31. We have gone above the 30,000 server. Limits us too. Yeah. So we big up the audience.
Punch without them, we wouldn't have a show.
Yeah, man.
Great show.
Man. So, respect.
Want to big up the viewers, the listeners all across the world. I mean, one love from the Primal Sports X will be here next week, same time, same place, with more interesting news, more on Reggae Boys and track and field and likes the NBA and football, a lot of trades going on. But next week, one love from the Primal Sports X. Who's up next? I think it's DJ Gaddafi, but we're out from here.
The big man himself.
Yeah.
Peace.
Yeah, next week.